Anaconda, also known as Blanche Sitsinski, is a mutated human. Her affiliations include Six Pack, Serpent Squad, Serpent Society, Femizons, and Legion Accursed. Her abilities include an excellent swimmer, a skilled street fighter, superhuman strength and durability, limb elongation, underwater breathing, and rapid regeneration.
Anaconda has generally been associated with the Serpent Society, often as foes of Captain America. She was given her superhuman abilities by Roxxon Corporation, giving her the codename Anaconda due to her powerful adamantium-enhanced arms she uses to constrain or crush her opponents.
She first rose to prominence as part of the Serpent Squad as they tried to retrieve the Serpent Crown only to be thwarted by Thing, Stingray, and Triton. She later became a core member of Sidewinder's Serpent Squad and remained a member when they became the Serpent Society. Blanche Blondie Sitsinski was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She worked as a steelworker until executives at the Roxxon Oil Company selected her to become a special agent in covert operations.
She was already well adjusted to a criminal environment, as she was the calisthenics instructor at the Taskmaster's Academy. It was there that she trained several women in hand-to-hand combat, most notably Diamondback and Snapdragon.
She was eventually taken to Roxxon's mutagenic laboratory and bioengineered by Roxxon's mutagenics division to have various permanent serpentine features. Her entire skeletal structure was laced with an artificial adamantium, giving her the ability to elongate her arms and legs, which she uses to constrict her enemies.
She had also been surgically given gills, which allows her to breathe underwater. She has tiny scales on her face, neck, chest, and back, and small fins on her lower cheeks.
Though Anaconda's trade characteristic is her blonde hair, she is actually a natural brunette. During one encounter, she nearly constricted the Thing to death.
Her first mission, as part of the second Serpent Squad, grouped her with 3 other snake-themed criminals, Sidewinder, Black Mamba, and Death Adder. They were given the task to retrieve the Serpent Crown for the Roxxon company president, Hugh Jones.
During the mission, the group came into conflict with the Fantastic Four's Thing, Stingray, and the Inhuman Triton. Anaconda eagerly battled the Thing, and was able to apprehend him with ease.
They found the Serpent Crown, but the Thing and Triton interceded, defeating Anaconda, Black Mamba, and Death Adder by trapping them underwater. Anaconda freed herself and her teammates from their underwater captivity using her brute strength, and they were sent on another mission.
This time, to search for a powerful weapon known as the microscanner. After battling Iron Man, Anaconda and the others were defeated and presumably taken to prison.
The trio somehow escaped and sought out Sidewinder for payment from their first mission together. He gave them their share of the money, plus more, inviting them to join his new criminal organization, the Serpent Society.
Anaconda hesitantly accepted the offer. At the orientation, Sidewinder grouped Anaconda together with Cobra and the Rattler to perform an initiation test.
Their job was to steal equipment from the bankrupt Brand Corporation. Constrictor, annoyed with the whole idea of the Serpent Society, spied on Anaconda's group and called the Avengers hotline to tip them off.
Captain America showed up just as Anaconda and the others were pulling their heist, and Anaconda ordered Cobra and Rattler to return to Sidewinder with the apparatus. During an intense battle with Rogers, Anaconda was able to wrap her arms around him.
She started to crush his bones, but one well-placed hit on his shield knocked her out, and she was taken to jail. Teleported out by Sidewinder, Anaconda paid a visit to Constrictor, beating him to near death.
Anaconda also participated in the mission to murder MODOK, but was knocked out with a mind blast early in the fight. However, her teammates Cottonmouth and Death Adder were apparently able to kill him, and Anaconda carried his corpse to AIM for the large sum profit they were promised.
Soon after, Anaconda's best friend, Death Adder, was murdered by the scourge of the underworld. She vowed to find the murderer and avenge his death.
When Viper invaded the Serpent Society, Anaconda willingly switched sides and attacked Diamondback when she brought Captain America and D-Man to help, but was defeated by Diamondback's acid-tipped diamonds. Later, Cobra took over leadership, and he and Anaconda had a mutual respect for each other, having worked together on many missions in the past.
Anaconda assisted the Serpent Society on a mission against the X-Men and fought Colossus. Anaconda also took time out to help Diamondback's date with Captain America, unbeknownst to her at the time, go smoothly.
Upon learning that Diamondback knew the true identity of her sworn enemy, Captain America, she turned on Diamondback. Anaconda served as bailiff during her trial where she voted guilty, and battled Captain America after the trial.
She pummeled Captain America. She eventually became romantically involved with one of the new recruits, Puff Adder. They, along with Rock Python, were sent to retrieve Diamondback, who had escaped her death sentence.
They eventually crashed their serpent saucer into Diamondback's apartment, where she, Black Mamba, and Asp were hiding out. The girls were easily taken out by Anaconda and her allies, but their kidnapping attempt was interrupted by an invitation to join Superior's all-female criminal group, the Femizons.
Diamondback, Black Mamba, and Asp accepted, as did Anaconda reluctantly. While on Superior's ship, Anaconda caused quite a ruckus with the criminal Quicksand.
She also took part in the attack on Captain America and Paladin, but fled when the Femizons disbanded. She reappeared with the Serpent Society when superhero undercover, Jack Flag, attempted to join the group to replace a retired Cobra.
Anaconda battled Jack Flag and his partner Free Spirit until ForceWorks showed up and put an end to the battle. Much later, Anaconda took part in the Bloodsport tournament in hopes of winning the prize money.
She easily took out her first opponent, Forearm, but got her neck slit by her second opponent, Puma. Her ability to heal quickly proved useful, as she survived the attack and returned to the Serpent Society for their mission to exact revenge on Diamondback once again.
She then joined S.H.I.E.L.D's new espionage team, the Six Pack. She eventually turned on them, along with Constrictor, Solo, and Domino, to join forces with Cable, who was trying to create a sanctuary with his newfound powers.
She was also warped into Cable's mind, where she saved Cable's life by grabbing onto him before he could get sucked into a techno-organic virus. She continued to work with the Six Pack as they committed acts of terrorism in Rumikistan to diminish Cable's reputation.
Cable exacted revenge on the Six Pack by defeating them all and returning them to the United States. Anaconda was later seen as one of the supercriminals defeated by the New Warriors, and was bound and gagged with a form of Spider-Man's web fluid.
During what was later known as the Secret Invasion, Anaconda rejoined the Serpent Society. The Society held a number of civilians hostage in a compound in the American Midwest, claiming they were protecting themselves from the Skrulls.
However, they were easily defeated by Nova and his new Nova Corps. Later, several Serpent Society members, including Anaconda, Black Mamba, Bushmaster, and Cottonmouth, fought members of the New Avengers in a semi-tropical locale.
She was then spotted playing poker in Reno, Nevada. She was accused by a woman named Desire of running an illegal underwater animal fighting ring. She also battled the mutants Rockslide and Anole with the Serpent Society, under Mr. Negative's contract.
The Serpent Society, while on an assignment to kill a man named Marcus Johnson, encountered Taskmaster and Deadpool. During the skirmish, Anaconda's arm was dismembered by Deadpool's sword. Anaconda and her allies were then arrested by S.H.I.E.L.D.
Most recently, Anaconda has been seen working with the Serpent Society on several missions. One mission had her battling the Avengers, though she was once again arrested. On another mission, Anaconda robbed a bank alongside teammates Asp, Cottonmouth, Bushmaster, and Puff Adder.
They encountered the mutant Hope Summers, who subsequently defeated Anaconda with a barrage of headbutts. She also briefly served as a member of the Doom Maidens. Alongside Sidewinder, Black Mamba, and the second Death Adder, Anaconda battled Elektra after being hired by the Assassin's Guild to kill her allies, Matchmaker, Cape Crow, and Kento Row.
Later, Anaconda appears as a member of Viper's Serpent Society under its new name Serpent Solutions. During the opening salvo incident, Anaconda was with Serpent Solutions at the time when they are recruited by Baron Helmut Zemo to join the Army of Evil.
She also briefly battled the X-Men alongside her teammates. During the Thing's bachelor party, Anaconda and other female members of the Serpent Society hid in a giant cake and attacked the Thing and his intoxicated guests. Anaconda and the others were defeated after the battle and taken into custody.
Anaconda has the superhuman ability to elongate her limbs and constrict her opponents. Her arms and legs are able to elongate to about 1.5 times their normal length, while her muscles engorge with blood, giving the appearance of massive, snake-like limbs. Once she has entwined her limbs around a human-sized foe, there are very few human beings able to break free of her grip.
She has also been surgically given gills, which allow her to breathe underwater, and modified lungs for extracting oxygen from water. Due to all the bioengineering performed on her, Anaconda has incredible recuperative abilities, and she is able to heal non-fatal wounds several times faster than a normal human being.
Her strength is enhanced beyond normal human levels, and she is an excellent swimmer. Her entire skeletal structure is laced with an adamantium alloy-based substance, increasing her durability. Anaconda is a skilled combatant, using street fighting techniques to accommodate her elongating arms.